welcome back to another brand new trip report. It's Alaska Trip Reports. I'm coming at you with another brand new video. Today, here we are in Seattle. I just got out of my hotel after my unexpected stay here. I am currently taking the shuttle bus from my hotel to the airport. You can see some Alaska jets. We are currently arriving at the Seattle Airport baggage claim, and I am just about to get my bag out and headed up the escalator to the airport. Here I am making the long walk across the road and into the... We are now riding the escalator up to the terminal and up to TSA pre-check. I am so glad Alaska Airlines rebooked me on the flight the next morning. It was a really long night, so I'm ready to get home and see my family. As seen here, we are just now entering the Alaska Airlines passenger sky bridge, walking our way up to check-in and TSA. And now we're taking yet another escalator up to my gate area as we are making our way up to Anchorage this afternoon. Here I am walking through the terminal to get through to the end gates. And we're going to have to take the train, so here we are walking down the escalator to get into the end gates. And look at this really pretty abstract art that Seattle recently added. I think it's really cool. And here's a really pretty blue one. I really like that Seattle added a bunch of new art installments. Here I am riding the escalator down to the train platform and getting on the train. We have arrived at the end gates train platform. Here we are just waiting for the train to come. And that should be here in a second. And here we have our train just now arriving onto the platform from another set of gates, getting ready to take us to the end section, all the way underground to the next terminal. Hello everybody, we have arrived on the Seattle International Airport train as we are making our way to the North Satellite, speeding away. I think it's kind of cool to throw in the YouTube video.
I seriously, I had to say it several times. Every time I said I miss you, every time I told you I miss you, I think you'd understand. I wish it was okay. I really do. I really wish she wasn't there. I really wish we just went to the airport on our own and not included her in this whole.
Now we are taking the escalator up to the gate area. Here's some more really beautiful art coming up with this awesome wood architecture that was recently added here. This is close to the international terminal too, so they're adding a bunch of stuff for tours. After a very sleepless night, taking me home to Alaska today is November 469 Alpha Kilo. Our aircraft is a 737-900ER. I got some meal vouchers, so I was able to get some Wendy's at the airport before my flight home, as I hadn't eaten anything since I got sick on the airplane the night before. Chicken nuggets taste really good. I always liked Wendy's nuggets. I haven't had them in a while. And some salty fries to take away my rest of my food poisoning. Here we are just getting ready to board for our flight to Anchorage. I am so happy Alaska Airlines gifted me premium class with a window, which was really amazing because I thought all the windows were gone since I couldn't make it home, so very grateful to them. Here we are boarding the jet bridge, and soon we'll have a nice view of our airplane for the ride home today. Speaking of, here's that great view right now. I've never been more grateful in my life to see an airplane. Here I am double tapping it for good luck, and we are just entering the boarding door now. Hello everybody, and welcome on board Alaska's 737-900ER. My seat today is 8A in premium class with an absolutely amazing view of the engine. Here we have these tray tables, and this aircraft seemed to be retrofitted for the first time with the new tablet holders in the front. Let's take a look at the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER safety card. In the front there are USB-A and 110-volt power ports, which work very nicely. As you can see, there's my charger in the USB-A slot. I have flown a lot of 737-900ERs in my life, and I'm very glad to see they have the new Max style holders. Now let's take a look at Alaska's in-flight menu with the food and drinks. There's some stuff available to purchase and a bunch of drink selection.
Tops and tablets with keyboards must be stowed completely under the seat in front of you or overhead. Smaller devices must be held or secured. If you are seated in an exit row, open window shades and unplug devices for takeoff. Once you are settled in, ensure your seatbelt is fastened. We should be on our way soon.
Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. But flying time today, looks like 3 hours and 13 minutes. Warp drive fell offline, so we'll have to slow it down a little bit as we head northbound. But do the best we can. Captain Kirk never landed the Enterprise. We'll see if he can today. So in the left seat here, Spock unfortunately couldn't make it on the right seat. So it's the theme of our upcoming Halloween. We got 4 of Alaska's finest flight attendants in the back. Only one of them was wearing a red scarf, so we hope she makes it through the flight. Looks like 40 degrees up there in Anchorage. Looks like that pretty much the high. The winds out of the north-northeast, 15 to 25 miles per hour with a little bit of rain coming into the area that night. We do thank you for joining us. Like I said, we'll start out at 34,000 feet, maybe make our way up to 36,000 feet as we came southbound this morning. A few bumps here and there, nothing too bad, but if you are in your seat, keep those seatbelts securely fastened about you. We do appreciate you joining us. Hopefully the food replicators will treat you well. Thanks again.
Here we have an awesome Alaska 737 MAX 9 taxiing in front of us. One of my favorite airplanes to fly. There's a look at the Seattle connector train for terminal to terminal, only above ground this time. Here we have an awesome Alaska Airlines 737-900ER arriving in from Anchorage, which is exactly where I'm headed back to today. Nice touchdown. Here we have a Delta Airlines A321neo taxiing for Salt Lake City.
Others, while finding your seat, if you brought on board 2 bags, please remember to place 1 bag up overhead and 1 bag down completely under the seat in front of you. To maximize fit space, your overhead bag should be placed on its side. If you're seated in an exit row, please review the exit seat requirements on the safety information card, and let us know if you're not qualified or comfortable performing the duty. On behalf of Alaska Airlines and our One World Airline partners, welcome on board. Please settle in and enjoy the flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about to turn and burn for takeoff off of Seattle's runway 16 left. I hope you all enjoy the amazing sights and sounds of takeoff. Who else loves that CFM 56 buzz? I sure do. Here's the really nice adjustable headrest that you can move up and side to side. And here's the awesome 5 inches of recline in premium class. We're starting to get into some really beautiful Washington mountain views as we cruise our way towards Alaska. It's an absolutely amazing scenic flight, always from Seattle to Anchorage and Anchorage to Seattle. It's one of my favorite parts about living in my state. Now we're going to take a look at the Alaska Airlines in-flight Wi-Fi. Go to alaskaairwifi.com, and then from there you'll be able to get connected to the Wi-Fi pretty shortly. I'm typing in the website right now. Hello and welcome to the Alaska in-flight Wi-Fi. You can choose messaging or flight pass. Here's a look at the in-flight moving flight map, and now we'll go into the movies. Alaska Airlines offers a whole bunch of movies for selections ranging from 3-hour flight to 5-hour flight. There's a lot of choices. I just personally don't watch movies. I look out my window. Now I've connected to Alaska Access Wi-Fi, and now we're going to look at my flight radar to track my flight up to Anchorage. That should load here any second. There I am. Currently cruising at 29,000 feet at 475 miles an hour. Now we'll take a look at Instagram, see if anything loads there. Check in on my friends, see who's tracking my flight. Posts look like they load pretty quickly. And now we'll go over to YouTube. YouTube looks like it'll be running pretty fast. You can see some videos start to load here. And then we'll move over to TikTok for the last test. My free Stellar pretzels and pre-ordered meal have arrived, as well as my Sprite cranberry mixed drink. One of the best combinations. Very good. Love that combination. Cheers to another great flight of Alaska Airlines. I am so glad to be headed home today, and I can't wait to relax. Let's take a look at the Alaska Airlines in-flight Northwest Deli box. And there I am getting a bag of Cheez-Its from the store. Brought them on board. Tastes pretty nice. Needed something salty after last night's crazy experience. And there's some salami, very good, from the Northwest Deli box. There's my favorite, the smoked Gouda, which makes everything come together. Absolutely delicious. Add that on top of a salami and a cracker, and it's a really good combination. I am using one of my Cheez-It crackers today to try it out. It tastes really good. Then I also got these really good peanut butter filled pretzel bites, which were the perfect combination of salty and sweet. Absolutely delicious. Cheers. Here I am back in another Alaska Airlines 737 bathroom. Not where I wanted to be last night at all. Anyway, there's the sink and seats and the baby changing station at the back. And there's the lovely toilet. Here I am walking back to my seat from the very back of the airplane with these nice Boeing Sky Interior lights as we are still cruising our way to Anchorage. And soon enough, we're going to have another drink service, which I will cut to that right now. I ordered a Stumptown coffee with 2 creams, 2 sugars, and a cup of ice, because I always like my coffee iced. Cheers. Alaska Airlines really does have the best airline coffee. It's a very nice blend of flavors when you're flying. I walked to the back to check out the galley, and here's a little view of the very last passenger window of the winglet. And here we have the awesome galley of the Alaska 737-900ER, where all the delicious food is prepared. Fairly clean and This looks like a nice space. Thankful to the crew for
Laptops, tablets, and keyboards must be stowed completely under the seat in front of you or overhead. If you are seated in an exit row, open window shades and unplug your devices. Ensure your seatbelt is fastened and remain seated for the rest of the flight. The lavatories will remain closed until we arrive at the gate. We will be completing our final safety checks now and collecting all remaining service items. We'll be arriving in Anchorage shortly.
We have started our initial descent into Ted Stevens Anchorage, which I thought was going to be an absolutely normal, routine landing, but you'll be surprised in a couple minutes what happens on this arrival. It shocked me, the whole crew, and all the passengers, so stay tuned for this crazy journey. Whoa. As we are on final approach for Anchorage, I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Turn on that bell notification so you never miss an upload of mine. Consider hitting that big red subscribe button, and I hope to see you in future videos. Follow my Instagram, Worldwide Spotting 2.0, for all my latest news, travel updates, and plane spotting photos, which will be a lot more to come in the future days. To my utter shock, aside the extremely rough arrival, the pilot actually glided us very smoothly into the runway. So without further ado, please enjoy our landing on runway 7 left.
Smooth landing. We are in Anchorage. The local time is 4:53. Please keep your seatbelts on. Our pilots will turn off the seatbelt sign when it's safe to get up. Your belongings should remain stowed until we take you to reach the gate. If your phone is
I've never had to deal with that in the upper atmosphere, but thanks for joining us. Again, if you have any issues, if anybody feels like you might have any sort of injuries or whatever, please just let with CSAs know. We got a supervisor out here, but again, unexpected, unaware of that. I do apologize for the rough the rough approach. Landing hopefully made up for it. Captain Kirk can land the Enterprise. So again, thank you.